don't have to stay with that man. Let me tell you one thing. Breaking up with that man or that relationship or that girl that's not good for you is going to be the best thing that ever happened to you.
Exactly.
Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I can come to you or Ruby or something. Like Ruby and I, we have video calls when something's bothering us. Like we will talk about it like that. I don't think we've ever had a disagreement really, me and you. Or like spoken about something that's bothered us. I don't know.
No,
I don't-
I feel like because we have a very easygoing friendship.
Yeah.
Like, we are also open to say whatever.
in
like,
the moment.
In the moment, exactly. For me, I get it out right there now. I don't harbor
Mm.
on things. I don't like it. Or I don't feel comfortable speaking to a person about something. But with you, I can say, like, whatever. You can say whatever. But I'm also like, my personality is like, I don't argue and I don't like
Yeah.
drama. For me, I'm very like, no, if it's just
Because
like,
I'm not gonna lie. No, remember that day that weekend I was out sitting, so you came there. No, and then obviously my other friend came as well, and his friend.
oh yes.
And in a way, like it wasn't you weren't you were annoying.
Why? What did I do?
Because you were working on my nerves. You were rejecting everything, man.
No, but because if I'm not comfortable doing something, I will say it. I like at this stage of my life, like before I'd be like, okay, we can do it. But at this stage of my life, if I have something in my mind and I don't feel comfortable with it, I'm not gonna compromise on that. You know, like I'm not being true to myself.
Yeah.
So when we're saying like, you know, the games like this and that, I was like, no, I don't feel comfortable doing that, so I'm not doing it. And I will stand on my ground.
But you did play it though.
But not the one
You
part.
gave it
The
a
part that
chance.
I did, but not the one part that I didn't want to do.
Yeah.
So,
Which was what?
Truth and Dare. Remember, I don't do days.
Oh, okay.
Like, don't. It just also felt like a lot of effort for me.
Yeah, you wanted to have a lazy
I
day.
really just wanted to have a lazy day. And also remember, in the back of my mind, I also thought it was just going to be me and you. So I wanted to spend like that quality time with you, but we had to obviously share and divide our energy. So
You see, now that was the thing. Like I wanted to accommodate like everyone because I knew that he didn't have a lot of time as
so I had to
well,
go.
and that was like the only time that I could spend with him really. No, not because he had to go, because he's busy with a lot of other things, and that time was like, okay, yes, time now, cool. I'm just gonna bring everyone together then. Like, let's all spend time together. So it wasn't, for me, that was quality time. But obviously, like other people's quality time is like one-on-one, you know, this and that. For me, quality time is like, as long as I can just have you in my space. You don't even have to be sitting next to me. You can be on the other side of the world. Like, as long as I just have you around me, like that's.
But I think he's a
time.
very nice person.
Thank
to say
you.
that.
I also think so.
He's got a good energy. He's easy to talk to. He's funny because I like making jokes. So you know, you can take it. You know what I mean? You can give it back. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that because that's, you know what I mean. I love that because that means that I can be comfortable.
Yeah.
You know.
Not everything is taken so seriously.
Yeah,
all the time.
I can't stand like people are like so serious, and so me, I'm a very like, I accept like everything. You know, I give everyone the benefit of the doubt. I've never been the kind of person where someone, you know, doesn't like someone and someone is saying something, then I come with that preconceived notion.
You want to have your own experience.
Yes, exactly. Because I'm always like, you know, you give people the chance. You never know what will happen in life when you need to be given chance after chance or whatever. You just don't know. So be a nice person, be a kind person. You know, make people feel comfortable. That's always my thing. It's like when I'm in people's company, I like to make people feel happy or give them like that safe space to let, you know, like their guard down, you know?
Like, let people be themselves.
Exactly. And
if you don't like them, then it's fine.
Then it's fine.
You don't have to put yourself in their space anymore.
Not everyone is everyone's cup of tea.
Yeah, and that's okay. That's life.
Like, even in friendships, when people complain about their friends, then I think in the back of my mind, I'm just like, but you choose to be friends with a person.
You don't have to be their friend.
You don't have to. Don't try and change people. If they are who they are, that's who they are, and you have not chosen to be in that person's life. So either deal with it,
learn to move on. Learn to deal with or understand.
Exactly, understand, because you as a person, you're not perfect. You know, you could have something
Yeah, they
that
could hate something that you
about
do,
right. So
and they still like want to be in your life because they love you. Like,
yeah,
no, you
but you can
don't.
also love people from a distance.
Yeah, that the thing with friendships is like I've lost a lot of friends like over the past couple of years, and that like I used to beat myself up about the friendship not working because I'm naturally a very loyal person. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try whatever I can. I'm always gonna, have this person's best interest at heart. But at the end of the day, like you need to realize when someone is for you and when they're not for you. You need to make that decision. Like otherwise, you're just gonna sit in that miserable relationship with a friend, the boyfriend, the whatever for the rest of your life. Like make a choice. Firstly, do you think that this person adds value to your life or not? It's simple. If they don't, then they shouldn't be in your life. If you feel like your friend complains all the time, then they're not an easy person to be around, not easy to accommodate. Like then maybe you just need someone who is more independent as a friend, and you don't need someone who is like
Expects
needy
maybe a little less.
and yeah, like that. And a lot of that comes with self-awareness as well. Like the people that you keep around you and the friendships that you have is about you. Like I am your friend because um I'm a very spiritual person, and I'm on my healing journey, and I love conversation, and I love people who don't judge me for the things that I do. I love people who I can be honest with and transparent with, and also who doesn't take life so seriously all the time, right? And naturally you are the same in that way as well. So that's why you're my friend. Same with like the other people in my life as well. Like life doesn't always have to be taken seriously. That is my values, right? So immediately if you're going to have a friend in your life who is going against your values and you're not compatible, firstly, you're going to be unhappy. That friendship is not for you. So you need to look at yourself and be like, why am I still keeping this person in my life if I know and I can see that like I don't like this person, I don't like who they are. I love them, but I don't like who they are. I don't have to have them in my life. So why am I still keeping them there?
Yeah, sometimes it's like for me, it's when I'm in someone's company and I leave, do I feel drained?
Oof.
Do I feel like what did I gain from that? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Am I happier leaving? Have I learned something? Do I feel good about the interaction that I've just had? And if I don't, then I stay away,
Yeah.
because like some friends are so self-involved. Like it's just the wildest thing, and I'm just like, all conversations just gravitate to that. You say something,
Yeah.
then that person also has something to say, like for example now, and it's just like any conversation you have will just gravitate back to
Yeah.
and it's always just about you. There's never like, how are you doing? And even if you do ask, it's like maybe a 1 minute segment and back onto
me.
right.
Yeah, no, it shouldn't be like that.
And for me, I don't love talking about myself, so it's fine. But just that genuine interest, send me a message, ask me how I'm doing.
Yeah.
That's why I've actually stopped it, because for years that's who I was, and if I'm not getting that back, no, I can't.
It's wasted energy, wasted time, wasted effort. I had a friend. I have a story to tell. Story time. So I had a friend for a very long time. We were friends for years, like almost a decade. She was a little older than me. So naturally we had like a sister kind of relationship. But we were best friends as well. Spent a lot of time together, and after a while I started like realizing things or seeing things, like just taking more note, man, because now I'm growing up and I'm more independent now. I have my own shit going and stuff like that. So after a while I was like noticing things about this person that I didn't really like, man. Like she would complain a lot about life. She had everything, no? But she would always just find something to complain about. And right, is my biggest thing in life is that like I try to not complain about anything because of the way that I was raised. Like we wouldn't I, I I don't come from much. So like growing up we always had to make something out of nothing. And when I'm ever around people who complain about like the the smallest things, it just like it irks me, man. Like it doesn't sit well with my soul, because like you can be grateful about the smallest things also, but you're not, you know. You are alive enough to complain about something.
It's like when people look at it as
So
cup half empty instead of cup half full.
exactly, like you are alive enough to complain about your life, but you aren't alive enough to show gratitude
Yeah.
as well. And then shortly after that, something happened. We're planning a birthday for her, and she was just being very ungrateful about this birthday that we were planning for her. And then I don't know, like at that
It
moment in
just clicked with
time,
the person.
yeah, at that moment in time, like I was just very anxious, and like it was almost like the universe was like that pushing me, pulling me away from her, man. And I had to listen at that moment in time. I had to listen to what my intuition and my gut was telling me. It's like, this is not a friend for you. You need to leave this friendship. This friendship is very codependent. As soon as I left that friendship, opportunities started coming in. I started like working on myself more. Like, you would be amazed, at the crazy things that can unravel once you let go of that toxic friendship or that toxic relationship or that person that's not for you. Because at the end of the day, the longer you keep that person in your life, the longer that black cloud is gonna stand. Not only that person's black cloud is over you now because you that close to them, and it just keeps raining and pouring on you, and you don't see the light.
Exactly.
Because all that person does is complain. All that person does is just be negative about everything. So the company you keep, it's all about the company you keep.
Because it's that connection, it's that energy, it's like it's a
Yeah.
transferal.
That's why I believe in your network is your net worth. And net worth is not even only about money. For me, it's about relationships, like good relationships. Because like anything great can come out of a great relationship. Like if I have a friend by my side who is positive, who is always supporting me and always like showing up for me, just by my side, making me feel loved, making me happy, or not making me happy, but adding to my happiness, immediately that's gonna pour over into my life, because I'm not stressed, I'm not worried, there's no dark cloud over my life. So I'm not gonna have to worry about that friendship even, and my life is just gonna be brighter. Period. Everything is just gonna be better because now you have good relationships with people in your life. Like you don't have to stay with that man. You don't have to. If he's not holding a gun to your head and telling you to stay with him, you don't have to stay with that man. Let me tell you one thing. Breaking up with that man or that relationship or that girl that's not good for you is going to be the best thing that ever happened to you.
Exactly.
Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
No, but that's very true. Like you have to learn to let go, no matter how much it hurts, no matter how loyal you are or how loyal you feel. If you can see that this is not working, that you are compromising who you are as a person, that you are letting your needs fall behind, then no, because that person should also be looking out for you the same way that you look out for them, and it's a give and take. You should feel enriched by that person's presence.
Yeah.
That person should complement your life. Your life should be easier with any relationship. We're all here for each other, and when it's just you giving,
Yeah, what do I have left?
Then you don't even want to go out anymore. You don't even want to have conversations anymore. You just don't. You don't even have the energy anymore.
It's irking me so much to even talk about this because like it's just like just realizing now that I held on to relationships for so long with the wrong people and wasted all of that time on people. It pisses me off, but it's okay as well, because I don't think it's ever too late. I think that you realize at the right time, all of those things come at the right time. So yeah, like I believe, right? If you want to know who is the right person for you or the right friend for you, set boundaries. Put boundaries in place. And once you put that boundary in place, you will see who the right person is, because that person will either fight against you, or they'll be like, okay,
I'll respect it.
They will respect it, and they'll be like, okay, no, let me back off a bit. Let me respect this person's boundary.